Good afternoon, it's Dr. Alison, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the anxiety program that I have coming up and the workbook that I'm writing to go along with it. So in the daily page at the top, it says, I decide my vibe. And that's something that I personally am always working on, right? And so we tend to wake up and already be in a state, either from what happened yesterday or from before, or the kids or your spouse or something like that. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So I wanted that to be up front as something that you think about every day when you wake up, because and sometimes it's great when you have a ritual and you can journal right away, right? And have that part of your setup and how you feel and how you think. So the question is really that I have is, who decides your vibe? So if you're feeling anxious and moody, and are you letting your body really control you? Are you letting other people control you? Are you letting other circumstances control you? And how is that affecting your anxiety, your mood, your depression, your hormones, things like that? So, and then not every day is going to be a great day, right? Some days you're going to wake up and you're going to be in a bad mood and you're going to write down like, I don't care and everything sucks and I don't know what to do. And that's okay. Like, you can start there and start to sit with that energy, that emotion for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that, because admitting those feelings instead of pushing them down is really, really, really important, right? Because when we push those emotions down, they get stored up in our body, they get stored up as resentment, and then one day we just kind of unleash them on somebody unsuspecting, and they're like, whoa, where did that come from? And you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what built me up to this point. So really, when we're talking about deciding your vibe, it's how are you going to communicate to yourself, to the people around you, when you're having good days, when you need support, when you're having bad days. So if you're letting other people decide your vibe, you really have this unspoken contract, like, you're responsible for making me happy. And that's not really fair to that other person, especially if they don't know it. Or you're responsible for taking care of these things in my life, whether it's cleaning or cooking or the kids or money or at work, and you need support, or your boss is in charge of this, or your people need to work with. You need to have those clear boundaries and expectations and speak and communicate with everyone around you how you're feeling, what you need, what you expect from them, so you can move forward and you don't get trapped in the cycle of, well, this isn't working and I'm always anxious and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off because everything's so stressful and overwhelming and I'm all alone and pity me, and I see a lot of my friends doing this and I've been guilty of it too. So there's no judgment from me always. But if you want to break free, if you're listening to this and you're probably listening to this because you want to break free. And you're like, well, I just don't know how, because of, and then we go down the list of everything that's bothering us, all the things that aren't working. And that's okay. We just need to shift that. We need to look at why these things are coming up, whether it's emotional, physical, in our world, in our home, again, like, communicate our boundaries and our needs, and really start to understand why we're programmed this way. Did it come from childhood? Did it come from a trigger? Did it come from trauma? Is it PTSD? Is it something that someone said? Is it something that became an ingrained belief and now you feel like for a woman to be successful, she has to, and then go down the list. For a woman to be a good mom, she has to or a good wife. And now we have all these expectations that are piling up, and they don't even come from the people around us. Especially if you talk to your spouse and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Especially, like something Jake and I talk a lot about, like makeup. I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing makeup. I can't leave the house. It's like, I don't care. So I really put that on myself. So looking at your vibe and whose expectations are you trying to play out that is causing you to hide, withdraw, become anxious, lash out, and not feel the way you want to feel, not move, not live your life. If you're not going out with your friends because something's holding you back, or you're not going grocery shopping because you have so much anxiety when you leave the house, Like, look at all those things. Like, that's deciding your vibe, and that is your choice, right? We have the choice to react how we want to as much as we can, and we're going to have bad reactions. We're going to feel bad. We're going to have those times where you want to withdraw, and that's okay. We need that space. But if you're choosing that every single day and that becomes your I am statement, your personal belief, that's just going to shut you down further. So if every day you're walking around saying, well, I am anxious, I you have this label that you're putting on yourself, you're never going to break free from it. So I guess my challenge for you today, of many, I think, in this conversation is, who decides your vibe? And how are you labeling yourself when you're walking around all day? How do you describe yourself to people? Oh, I can't do that. I'm too anxious. Oh, I don't do this. I can't handle this. I don't have time. Where are you putting up those blocks that don't need to be there? So you can break through them, see them, recognize them, figure out where they started, why they started. And typically it's someone said something to you that you interpreted about yourself and made true. And now you've lived your life telling yourself this whole time, I'm anxious, I'm bad, I'm guilty, I'm ashamed, I'm afraid, I can't do this, I'm not this, I am this. And now it's time to break free from that. So a little snippet of a couple of the things we'll be talking about. So my Achieving Beyond Anxiety program starts October 15th. So this time, I ran this in February. It was amazing. I love this program. We had really good success with it. So this time it's $47. You get access to all of the content right now from February. And then we start with the new content on October 15th. So right now you can go through, catch up on all of the old previous information. And then what's really cool is if you join now, all of the future reboots you'll get for free as well. So everybody who joined in February gets it for free. And the next time we run it with all the extra information support, you'll get that for free as well. So that's a really big bonus. And then you can add on a private consultation. So that's the 47 is kind of a DIY, like follow along, play along. I'll give you my questionnaires. We're going to go through them so you don't have to guess. And then if you want to upgrade and get blood work done and saliva testing done and a personalized program and plan, we'll do that for you as well. So I hope this was helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to go back and keep working on this workbook so it can go to print ASAP for us. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.